Hi everyone, welcome back to the sixth episode of my Better You Health series. And this episode marks the end of my recomposition phase. And you guys get to see me lift some heavy shit over and over again to the point of failure and or almost passing out. So if you guys like this type of content, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help a lot. About 85% of you guys aren't subscribed to the channel yet. So that could mean that there's a lot of you guys that come back, watch my stuff and haven't subscribed yet. Or there's a lot of new people out there. Hi, how you doing? So again, if you haven't yet or if you're new to the channel, I hope you can consider subscribing. It really does help a lot. Please and thank you. Okay, so today is the last day of my recomposition phase, and I ended it by attempting to match or even surpass my own personal records on the bench press, the squat, and the deadlift, along with my two brothers, Andrew and Adrian as well. I noticed with my performance over the last 1-2 months, I feel like personally I hit the peak of how much I can juice out of this recomposition phase. So if you guys haven't watched the first few videos of this health series, you can go watch that in the description down below or in this annotation up here somewhere. When you say a recomposition, I'm increasing the muscle mass that I have in my body as much as I possibly can, while also trying to lose as much body fat as much as I can. So started my recomposition phase at 195 pounds and I'm ending it still at 195 pounds. So Albie, you didn't really lose weight. Again, I mentioned that in recomposition, weight loss is not the primary goal, although it is possible. So even though I didn't lose weight, I personally feel like this recomposition phase was a win because of the videos that we were watching today, which are my personal record attempts or my PR attempts for short. So I'll be showing you guys my good and bad attempts, and at the end of the video, I'll expound more on why I feel like this recomposition phase was a win for me. Alright, so first off is my weakest lift, and it's the bench press. So it's been 3 years since I last tested my PR for a 1 rep max. In this video, you guys will see, because I was only able to match my PR of 192, which is this video right here. As you can see, this is my usual setup. I have a little arc in my back, feet planted, there's the lift, and you can see I'm struggling a bit, but it went up pretty good. I need to also note that I accidentally added the bag on one side of the bar and not put it on the other. So I technically lifted half of 192 in one arm and then less 3 kilograms on the other side. So I feel like that's kind of what fatigued me a bit more than I should have been for this next attempt that you'll see right here. So this is me lining up for 199 pounds. So this would have been my PR. I wish I could go up to 195, 196, but we didn't have the weights for that. This is me hyping myself up. I'm hitting the bar, and I honestly feel like I had it in me that day. One thing that I made a mistake on, as you can see, like I was lifting it, I couldn't get it out of the hole, which was always my weak point. I feel personally that my arms are lankier than my brothers, so they have a shorter range of motion to push the weight. Well, Andrew has always been stronger than me, and Adrian is younger than me. It sounds like excuses, but it's just facts at the end of the day. I know that they're stronger than me for sure. I'm trying to just pinpoint on where I can work on, I guess, in this video, because I learned on the next few attempts on deadlift and on squat that you should go and hit your weight when you really feel good. I should have mentioned this in the beginning, but there's a calculated increase of weight and a way to warm up towards your PR attempt through percentages, but because of the mishap with the weights, plus I probably should have hit 199 the first time and not 192 and match my actual record, which is okay because at least I matched it, but I feel like I could have hit 199 that day. I could always try again next time. So next, let's move on to deadlift, which personally for me is my strongest lift. So if you don't know, there's 2 stances or like ways to pull a deadlift. Is the conventional, where your legs are shoulder width apart, and then you have sumo deadlift, which is your legs spread apart. So some people are stronger in one than the other. Personally, I'm stronger in sumo, but other people say that you can actually be stronger and pull more weight for conventional. It varies person to person as usual, but because I did want to get stronger in conventional for the past few months, since January 2021 up to my PR attempt, I have been training in conventional because I really wanted to fix my form. I really wanted to fix my posture in that. I also have to note for both squat and for deadlift, we didn't have enough plates here at home. The highest amount of weight that we could have lifted was 278. So basically what Andrew and I did was a volume PR. So our personal record for reps on 278 pounds. You could also calculate your 1 rep max using a lighter weight. So to kind of oversimplify it, let's say for example you lifted 100 pounds for 10 reps, that equals to a specific weight that you could lift for 1 rep. Again, this is all an estimation. It's a lot different lifting a specific amount of weight for 1 rep versus lifting a lighter weight for multiple reps. So just keep that in mind. So in January 2021, I deadlifted 278 for 13 reps, which is equivalent to 398 pounds. So in this video that we're watching right now, this is me lifting 278 for, I believe I hit 19 reps. So in the beginning, you can see form is still good, back is still straight. I'm trying to push as much as possible and trying to release as much energy as possible as fast as I can before I start to fatigue. One issue I had that you saw right there is the bar was so slippery, and again, it sounds like me making excuses, but it's just the facts that the bar was slipping. I didn't take into account the amount of slippage that I was having. I wish I used wraps, I wish I used chalk, but at the time, I guess it just slipped my mind. You could already start to see that my back is starting to curve a little bit more, and I'm starting to lose my form, which is where I ultimately decide that to just cut my losses. I already passed my PR of 13 and hit 19. My goal is actually to hit 15 to match my PR of 402. Actually, it would have been a little bit more, 408. But with 19, I actually hit an estimate 1 rep max of 454. I'm still pretty happy with that record. At one point, you guys saw I asked Andrew, is my form going? I wouldn't have counted it if my back started to curl or like it looked like I was the Hunchback of Notre Dame. And last but not least, we have what we did yesterday as of recording this video, which is why I cannot move, is our squats. Still pretty surprised with my performance. So here in the video, I can't play the audio because we have music in the background just to hype us up. But I'm actually cursing my face off. This weight felt really heavy. One, because we have been attempting PRs all week, and this is the last lift of that said week. So there's already fatigue not only on my body but also my nervous system, just trying to activate the muscles. Again, I just hate squats, man. Mentally, like, I lost the psychological game because it was so heavy. I'm happy that I didn't lose form at all. I wasn't doing a good morning or a stripper push at all, if that's what you want to call it. So consistent throughout. It's just that my legs finally gave out by the end of it, and that's okay. Again, this is one of the times where you want to try and push yourself more than 100%, which I know is the exact opposite of everything I was trying to say in this video series. There are times where you want to push yourself 100%, especially if you know that you can and you want to test your limits, because it's a great way for you to know how to get yourself into flow state, that you're not cheating yourself by doing too less and you're not overexerting yourself by doing too much, because you know how much your limit is, right? For this part, I'm actually recording this at the end of the video, but I just wanted to flex my brothers. Congrats to both of them for hitting PRs. This is Andrew hitting his squat PR, 278 pounds for 10 reps. Unfortunately, that's the only video I have of him, but this is his record right here. I believe his total for all 3 records is 1,080 pounds, so that's insane. And then here's all of Adrian's lifts right here, and I'm really happy for both of them. Trust me guys, I'm gonna catch up. So overall, I'm really happy with my lifts. The reason why I said this recomposition is a win is because of those records that I showed. I beat 2 out of 3 records and I matched 1 record, so it's proof that number 1, I didn't get weaker. Number 2, I actually improved my performance, improved my record, which that right there is proof enough that I did increase my muscle mass and my recomposition was a success. Maintaining the weight yet still hitting PRs and hitting strength goals is a sign that you are recompositioning, because muscle mass is denser than fat. So even though I'm maintaining the weight, if I were to get a more accurate way of showing off my muscle and body fat percentages, whether it be the caliper test or maybe those machines that you kind of get body scanned, I don't know what it's really called, I would not doubt that my body fat percentages are lower than they were in January of this year. So that marks the end of my recomposition phase. I'm really happy with my performance and what the outcome was. So we will now be entering my cutting phase, if you want to call it. I want to see what I look like at 170 to 175, which is the lowest I've ever been. The last time I was at 175, 170 was in high school. So I want to see what I look like, especially because of the idea that I have an increased muscle mass. I feel like aesthetically I'll look a lot better than I was in high school. And of course I want to be hitting that 1 to 2 pound pounds a week goal. In the next video, that's what we'll be talking about. So please do consider subscribing if you guys want to see that. All right, so that is it for this video. Just a really quick one. Maybe subconsciously it was just a little chance for me to flex, but I'm really proud of myself, guys. And no homework for this week, I guess, because it was a different type of video. Just stay consistent with all of the habits that we've been trying to develop over the past few weeks, and let's all work together to be the better versions of ourselves. All right, that's it for this video, guys. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on my recomposition phase. Maybe you guys have stuff to share for yourself. Again, leave it in the comments down below. I love conversing with you guys there. Follow me on Instagram at @LBPeralta. I'm a bit more personal there. I post stories almost every day, and I post when I have a new video coming out here on my YouTube channel, so that's one way to get notified. Other than, of course, subscribing. It really does help a lot, guys. Leave a like on this video if you like it. That's what the like button is for. And check out my other videos on this channel. Again, I have the other episodes of this Better You Health series. I got Pokemon card unboxing videos. I got sneaker reviews, challenge vlogs, personal vlogs, gaming videos, anything and everything between will be on my channel. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Bye, guys. That's